folks, Tom Vassell here. This is our Week in Review, where we take a look back at the reviews we did last week, giving you short opinions on them. And if you're more interested, you can check out the full reviews to see about those games. Are you ready? Here we go.
Hey everybody, Z Garcia here. This week I reviewed 3 games. I reviewed Scape, which is a little hidden roll deduction kind of game from Spain. And it's neat. It's almost a micro game with how few cards are in it, and it's a very short game, but it's perhaps a little too lucky for what it's attempting to do. I enjoyed it, but I do wish it had been a little bit more manageable, that luck. I also reviewed Valley of the Kings Afterlife, which is a sequel to Valley of the Kings here. And this one basically gives you a new set of cards. It's a deck building game. I was actually kind of hoping for a little more over the old one, because it's very similar, just new cards, nothing ultimately new, but I really enjoyed the old game anyway, and this new one is just as good, so it's a nice game. And then the last one I reviewed was The Builder's Antiquity, also a sequel to The Builder's Middle Ages, and in this case, I do think this one stepped it up a notch or two, and I think it adds a few new actions to this money management sort of construction game. Definitely would recommend this one over the old one. The old one was good already, and this one's even better. So there you go. And that was it for me this week. See you next time.
Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm Forrest Bowers Game Corner. This is my week in review. The first game I checked out was Munchkin Loot Letter. This is a re-theme of the micro game Love Letter with the Munchkin spin with the artwork. I enjoyed it more than the original Love Letter just because I like the artwork better, but from a gameplay standpoint, it's the exact same. Next, I checked out Res Publica 2230 AD, a re-theme of an old Reiner Knizia game, which is a simple set collection game with a trading mechanism. That's about all you have in this game. However, the trading is fantastic and fun and wild in this game, and I really enjoyed it. It was one of my favorite games, actually, of last year. The only downsides I had with it, it doesn't play as well at 3 players. If you have people who don't like to trade, this game will fall flat. And last but not least, the rule booklet is bad. You can tell they're not from America. Last but not least, I checked out the Exploding Kittens Not Suitable for Work Black Box Edition, which is a standalone / expansion to said game. As an expansion, I didn't really like it. It added more players in the game, doesn't need any more players. In fact, when you add more players, the player elimination and the holes in the game start to be a little bit more evident. Also, the Not Suitable for Work was just not suitable for work enough for me. I just wanted more hardcore. This game felt a little bit too tame, a little bit too safe for me. I wanted more. If you're going to market this as a hardcore game, make it hardcore! This has been my week in review. If you enjoyed it, you check out my channel too.
Hello my friends, the Game Boy Geek here. It was the last week of the year, and on my own YouTube channel I reviewed 7 games. 2 of those are sort of older games. Let's talk about those first. Splender. Still a top seller, Spiel des Jahres nominee. This isn't a game I typically would like. The theme is just not there. It's very mechanical, turn this into this, but it just does something that grabs you. It's easy to teach. It's fun to play. Every game sort of feels a little bit different. Excellent game there. Ticket to Ride. I finally reviewed this original the original version. It's a modern day classic. It's one of my favorite games of all time. I've brought more people into this hobby with this game. I love the expandability of it. Amazing game. Now on to the newer games. Xenon Profiteer is a deck building game where you're trying to distill oxygen, nitrogen, and krypton out of air to get Xenon and use that to fulfill contracts. It's a deck builder and it really didn't bring anything new to the genre. Prime Time is a Euro game, a longer Euro game where you're trying to, it's very thematic, and you're trying to put shows and talents on certain days and bring demographic cubes to them. I love the theme, but there was some really bad AP problems that makes the game go on way too long. Automobiles is a sort of a bag building game, sort of a deck builder, but you're pulling cubes out of a bag, and you're trying to race around the track. Interesting thoughts there. It's really cool the way that you move your guy around the track using this deck building element with the bag. Check that one out. Potion Explosion. This one is essentially Candy Crush the board game. It's cool because it's got this tactile feel. You're pulling these marbles out. It looks awesome. It feels cool. It brings new people in that like apps, but at the same time, it's got a lot of special abilities that you can combo together so that gamers like it too. Excellent game there. And the last one of the week is my favorite. It's actually a Euro game, a straight Euro, Grand Austria Hotel. Probably one of the best, if not the best Euro I played all year. It's amazing. Awesome replayability. It just does a lot of things really well, a lot of different things to think about. Don't play it with 4, it's got a little AP problem there, but with 2, the timing is better because it has this weird turn structure. But other than that, amazing for 2 or 3 players. Check that one out.
Hey folks, welcome back to another week in review. This week I was able to get 3 videos in, and the first one was of this guy right here, Rise of the Kage or Kage, or it's a Japanese word that I don't know how to pronounce. I apologize. I'm very sorry. But it is basically a game where it's a team versus team game where one person is controlling the samurai and the guards, and the other people are controlling ninjas. Kind of hidden movement, but not really, because you can basically see where all of the models are, but there are certain roles for detection and that type of thing. Really cool idea. I thought it implemented the theme very well, so go check that out, Rise of the... The second one I was able to do was this little game right here called Loot. It's a fast little filler game, pirate themed, where you're trying to get the most points by commandeering the most merchant ships that are out there. Merchant ships are worth a number of points denoted by the number of coins that are on the card, anywhere from 2 to I believe 8. So it's really fast, takes about half an hour. A card game of hand management and that type of thing. Loot. It's by Game Right. Go check that out. Reiner Knizia. And then finally I was able to do not really a review, but more of a buying guide for this game right here, Memoir 44. This is a campaign bag that I don't think you can get anymore, but as you can see, it is chock full of stuff. So the video that I did was all about, if you have the base game, where should you go from there? And I went a little bit down the rabbit hole, but not completely, because there's a whole lot of stuff that's available for Memoir 44 because it's a really cool game and I enjoyed it a lot. So go check that review out. See what you think.
For me, I did 10 reviews last week. The worst was Mafia Casino, which is kind of a game which tries to do a lot of cool things, like, hey, I'm gambling, and hey, I'm building a casino, and hey, there's some take that, but it just comes together in kind of a clunky way. The games can either be too long or too short. It's kind of too random. Nice artwork, but just not good gameplay. Then there's Flip the Bird, which essentially takes Uno, makes it slightly more complicated with some weird terminology and just, I don't know, maybe if you like Uno a lot and you're looking for some variant of it, but I wasn't a big fan. Then we got Oath of the Brotherhood, which is really close to being a good game if you like Lords of Waterdeep, but you want it with a pirate theme, and you also want it to be slower and just not quite as clean of a game. Then maybe this one's for you, but I just, like I said, it's just not very streamlined. Then there's Vaca Loca. This is for kids, where you're going to be turning over parts of a monster and trying to match the monster as quickly as you can when you find all 3 body parts. Kids love this one. Fox's Party is another light, silly game in which you're turning over a card and trying to figure out whether it will be higher, lower, or the same. And if you get it wrong, you put it in the bottom of your deck, and so you're slowly memorizing your deck, trying to get rid of it. A silly game. Mess Machine is a semi-co-op game in which players are working together to build some sort of toy that's been messed up. And so you're trying to get this toy in the right position, but you're trying to make other people do it a certain way, and you're trying to do it a certain way. It's kind of an intriguing one. You'll have to watch my review to see how it all comes together. Fuse is a real-time dice rolling game. It's 10 minutes long. Players are cooperatively trying to do bombs. You roll dice. Each player takes a die and puts it on their card simultaneously, but you got to put them on in the right order and make sure they're the right ways, these dice. A very fun little game. Dale of Merchants is a deck building game, a really cool one in which your goal is to build some market stalls in front of you. But each deck of animals that's in this big deck that you're buying cards from is different. They have a bit of a different, some of them are take that, some of them are working on manipulating your deck. Some really cool artwork too. Spirits of the Rice Paddy, a really solid game about building a rice paddy and letting water flow through it so you can grow rice. But what's really cool, I love this game, it has special cards that only you have that give you a really good ability that no one else has. Just a fantastic game. And then Dojo Kun, which is another worker placement game in which you are training fighters to enter a big mixed martial arts tournament. And so you're getting them all ready, and then there's 2 tournaments over the course of the game where you're rolling different dice. Really cool theme into this. All right. Well, folks, those are the 10 games I reviewed last week. Thanks so much for watching Week in Review. Don't forget to check out our Kickstarter, which started today. Until next time, I'm Tom Vassell, and you've been watching Week in Review.